Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Slade, the Buffyverse Revisited. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
I'm your other host, James.
And this week, we are going to be paralyzing our way into Season 7, Episode 3, same time, same place.
Yes, that is what we will be doing this week.
It is.
How are you this week, Jeremy?
Oh, let's be honest, it's only been a day since we recorded, so everything's still... Well, we are currently having Snowpocalypse 2026.
Snowpocalypse 2026 has descended upon you there in Indiana.
But thus far, I am alive.
Good.
Which is, could be worse. I could be not alive.
You could, yes, that would in fact be significantly worse.
And totally opposite.
And opposite of being alive. So, good job on that.
How are you, James? How's things going?
Things are great. Things are fantastic. We're not dealing with the snow yet. They did up our snow accumulations. We are supposed to now get up to 6 inches, which isn't...
Which you're used to that.
Yeah. You son of a bitch. But we're still dealing, man, that bitter cold,
Yeah, it's brutal. It is brutally cold here, too.
And
it's supposed to be even more brutally cold tomorrow.
And thankfully, my beautiful, badass girlfriend, your sister, Darlene, she is...
your better half, let's be clear.
Oh yeah, my 100% my better half. She is a expert, damn near expert level at preparedness. So
oh yeah, she always has been, especially 20-something years in Florida, where they were constantly dealing with hurricanes and Republicans.
Yes, so yeah. we are very well situated here to for the worst, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So thankfully, we have not had to venture outside since Thursday.
You've probably never been so prepared for anything in your life.
Dude, I literally... So, I used to... I would hear that there is snow coming, and it would upset me. But because Darlene is so prepared, and therefore I am prepared, now they're like, you're going to get 6 inches of snow. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. I don't have to go out in it. We've got everything we need here. And I told Darlene that earlier, that I legitimately think that a big part of why I hate snow and cold so much is because I would never bother to prepare for it. I would just wake up and it would be 12 below and snowing, and I would be like, well, fuck, I have to go get groceries.
Yep, and this.
Right, but...
Yeah, that's pretty much how I still operate, mainly due to laziness.
Right.
And also due to the fact that I'm well, it's all laziness.
Yeah. But yeah, she is 100% my better half, and now today they were like, oh, now the Chicago area is expected to get up to 6 inches of snow, and I was like, oh, well, we're prepared, we don't have to go anywhere.
Well, the last I heard for us on the high end, it was 13 inches.
Yeah.
Which is something I'm used to, so.
Yeah, okay.
No, but
only,
I'm like,
you're only used to 13 inches if you're giving it to someone 6.5 times.
Wow, what a dick. So, but yeah, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. And,
Like I can, what I have in this house right now, I could survive at least 2.5 decades.
See, you're better than I was, because before the gift that is Darlene came into my life, I probably wouldn't have been able to survive. If I got snowed in, I probably would have had to start eating my own limbs, like, within a few days.
Yeah, because you don't even have a pet to eat.
I don't even have a pet to eat. Nope.
See, that's why I keep so many. No, I'm not saying because I have tons of stuff. I'm saying I'm the kind of person that, in a pinch, I can make a can of tuna last for 4 months.
Oh.
So, those type of things. Plus, I'm like, and you'll know, you might know better than me even, but I'm going to say I'm about 230 feet from my mom's house.
Oh, yeah.
So I would just run there and be like, "Mommy, cook for me." So I'm good.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's really all. We're just right now we're just dealing with the bitter cold. So it's,
yeah, that part sucks.
Yeah,
I hate that because I am a smoker.
Right.
I know, believe it or not, 2026. Fuck all you judgment assholes. Anyone who's judging me, fuck you! But I do not smoke indoors. I only smoke outside. So it just sucks when it's this kind of weather having to go out. Because it's like, okay, I'm going to go out there and have a life-shortening stick, but it also has to hurt at the same time.
Right.
It's like, wow.
It has to hurt me in other ways.
Right. It's like, it's not enough that I'm shortening my life, but also the wind has to hurt me.
Right.
And, yeah,
but
so
like,
it blows.
Like I said, thankfully we haven't had to leave the house since Thursday morning when it started getting very, very cold here in the Chicagoland area. So that's a good thing.
Okay. Well, what do we normally do from here? Is this where I ask you if you would saute us up some dates and deets for this week's episode?
Sometimes we just like randomly go off in
the weeds somewhere and talk about something that has nothing to do with Buffy.
Right.
Well, speaking of anal bleaching, no? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. No. All right. I guess we're not going off in the weeds this week.
I don't think we were talking about anal bleaching at all whatsoever.
No. Yet.
Yeah, that's true. It's always
you never know with me, James.
It really, it legitimately is a crapshoot every time we sit down to record. What kind of conversations we're gonna end up having?
Yep, because listen, I'm a little bit touched mentally, and sometimes something will just creep into my brain, and I'm the type that I'm like, I have to say this for the world to hear,
Right.
even though it's something that probably not even my closest loved one should hear.
Right.
I need the world to hear it.
Everybody that may stumble upon this needs to hear this.
Especially all of our, thousands of fans in Uganda.
Right. The Ugandans definitely need to hear anything, any fart that pops into our brain.
Right.
Needs to be shared with the lovely people of Uganda. Right. Thank you, Uganda.
The beautiful people.
The beautiful people. The beautiful people.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Yeah. So, but I don't think we're gonna go too far into the weeds right now, because I am about to serve you up some dates and deets.
Okay. Can I get? I need some extra napkins and a refill.
Yeah, that was root beer, right?
Right. Exactly. Hey, you're 100% correct.
See? Barks. Is it a Barks?
No, this is actually the generic Kroger brand.
Okay.
Because their pricing for their generics you can get 3 12-packs for like $12, whereas Pepsi or Coke, it's like $20 for a 12-pack, and I'm like, yeah, you can eat all of my ass. Yeah, I'm not paying that.
Yeah, it's insane. But yeah, we'll get you some extra napkins and a refill on your generic root beer. What were we? Oh,
and some of those sweet breadsticks from the old school. The little kind of thin. They're crunchy. Where were those at? That wasn't Pizza Hut. Where was that?
Anyway, I know what you're talking about. Like the very thin but long, and crunchy.
Yeah, where was that? That was like a classic '80s place. Where was that?
I don't know. Maybe it was Pizza Hut.
You think?
I don't know.
Huh. Well, if anybody out there knows, let us know.
Let us just shoot us.
We'll get back to you in 4 to 5 months.
We'll get back to you. Probably around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes, as previously stated, we will be paralyzing into Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, the third episode of the season, the 125th episode of the series overall. Same time, same place. Our episode credited writer this week is Jane Espenson, and our credited director is James A. Contner. Our original air date was October 8th, 2002 on the now-defunct UPN network. Our Nielsen rating for this week's episode, 3.0, ranking it 89th out of the 124 primetime shows airing across network television for the week, and 5 out of the 10 primetime shows airing on UPN for the week. Our regular cast, as always, includes... Damn it. Our regular cast...
I don't think Damn It was in this episode.
No.
That's next week, James.
Oh, am I mixing? Damn it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Damn It was not in this one.
Dagnabbit, I'm sorry.
Nor was Dagnabbit. That's next month.
Ah, shit.
No, shit was last week.
But wait, who's on first?
Exactly.
As our regular cast, as always, includes Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy, Nicholas Brendan as Xander, Emma Caulfield as Anya, Michelle Trachtenberg as Dawn, James Marsters as Spike, and Allison Hannigan as Willow. Our guest stars this week include Camden Troy as Gnarl, and that's it.
It includes that? Okay.
It includes. Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, we're flying by the seat of our pants here, okay?
We're flying by the fleet of our clerds.
We're flying by the sleet of our clerds.
Listen, everybody, just let's pull the curtain back a little bit. James is a heavy drinker.
James.
He has a bit of a problem.
No,
James. But we love him, and we're going to support him, even as he ruins the podcast.
Even as I ruin the podcast. No, James isn't drunk. He just has a speech impediment.
Right. He has a 13.5-inch tongue in diameter.
That's why sometimes I have chipmunk cheeks.
Right.
We open.
No.
Yeah. Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. My synopsis this week reads: Buffy, Xander, and Dawn are unable to find Willow, who has inadvertently made herself invisible to her friends, and vice versa. Willow's return to Sunnydale is marred further by a demon, Gnarl, who relishes the skin of his victims.
Well, wow, just give it away. Yours is a little givey away.
Give it away.
Give it away now. Okay. Mine reads, Willow Willow's return proves problematic when she is literally unable to see her friends and is left with a creature that paralyzes its victims' vaginas. Or its victims.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think yours is better, actually.
Yeah, yours gives too much away. Like you don't find out what causes the invisibility until like the last act of the episode, but yours is just like, Willow fucked it all up.
Yeah.
Fucking tattletale.
That actually should have just been the synopsis. Willow fucks it all up.
Yep. Willow returns after all these months in England, having learned nothing.
Having learned absolutely nothing. So we open and we are at Sunnydale Airport, where Dawn and Xander and Buffy are eagerly anticipating Willow's arrival back from Joliet, England. And passengers are unloading and pip pip cheerio. Oh, that's all right. Passengers are deboarding the plane and passing by, and Dawn and the Buffster are having a little convo about how they're not really sure how they're going to act with Willow's return, because she's killed somebody and was prepared to not only kill them but also the entire world.
And Buffy's like, listen, I might get stabby. And Dawn's like, listen, I'm not upset with you. I actually brought heat. And she shows her a fucking 45 that she bought off the streets. So it's hot as fuck.
Yeah. And unbeknownst to them, it's the same gun that Warren used to kill Tara.
Right. And she's like, and I'm going to tell her as I shoot her that, look, bitch, this is the same gun that your slut died from.
Wow. Wow. As always, I take it to here, and then you're just like, whoop.
Hey, now, there are plenty of times where I'm like here, and you fucking trampoline just out of sight. So let's not go pointing too many fingers now, friend.
Right. Those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Right. Unless it's crack rocks.
Well, yeah.
Because everybody should share that.
Sharing is caring.
Yes. I hear a very large vehicle in the background. Could you tell them to not do that anymore?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I did. I can even hear your furnace when it comes on. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a good microphone, is what that is.
Well, good is a word.
So then Xander tells them that he's just going to act normal around her, and he's basically like, you know what? The G-Man wouldn't have let Wilzo come back if she wasn't completely okie dokie. You know what I'm saying? And that's when
Buffy's immediately like, oh yeah, she's not done.
Yeah, Buffy is immediately like, well, about that, it didn't exactly complete all of her don't be murderous lessons.
So she pulled a Luke, basically, and she left training early. And we know what happens to Luke in Cloud City for not,
We
saying.
Just
saying.
So, of course, Dawn starts to worry a little bit. But Buffy's like, listen, I'm pretty sure Giles wouldn't have sent her back if she posed a threat. It's at that point that Xander realizes the complaint, oh my god. It's at that point Xander realizes the plane has completely deboarded of all passengers and there is no Willow. And then we suddenly...
She DB Coopered.
She DB Coopered that shit, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So then we are suddenly thrown back to the opening of the episode again, where we see all of the events transpire as they did before, but this time we see Willow deboarding the plane.
We see it from Willow's perspective.
From Willow's perspective. We see Willow deboarding the plane with all the other passengers we saw before, and we see her walk by exactly where Buffy, Dawn, and Xander were waiting for her, and yet they are not there.
Like a candle in the wind.
Just like a candle in the wind.
I'm gonna rewrite this song 4 times for various famous friends. Oh, sorry.
And she, of course, is let down to that her friends were not there to greet her, and lets out a very sad "Welcome back, me."
Welcome back,
me. And that's our cold open. Roll credits. We'll follow.
Well, we come back and it's nighttime, James. It's nighttime.
Nighttime.
And it's very scary.
It is.
And
scary.
there is a young lad
who is listen. Because listen. The dark is scary.
Okay. Oh. You forgot to mention in the scene you just covered where Giles popped up from behind the ticket-taking counter and he was like,
Hey.
Willow, listen, remember what I said? They all literally hate you.
And he's like, as evidenced by the fact that they did not even come to the airport to greet you. They hate your guts, Willow. But it was imperative that you return to Sunnydale.
Goodbye. And then he goes right back up underneath and poof.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It is really weird.
But anyway, we come back. It's nighttime. We are at the construction site of the school. And there is a young lad there, all alone. And he is tagging a temporary wooden wall with very poor graffiti, I must say. And then we start hearing this little sing-song kind of voice that's sort of taunting him. And he's like, yo, who there? Who there? I don't even know what that accent is, but that's funny. I don't know. I think that guy might have had a brain tumor. But he's like, who's there? Blah, blah, blah. And this kind of monster come out of the dark, and you hear him scream and fart and queef at the same time.
He releases his bowels.
Yeah. And the Foley artists in this episode did a really good job because, I mean, it was wet, it was explosive, and a little bit chewy, if that makes sense.
Sure. Yeah.
So apparently that guy has been offed. But hey, he made some good money. He made about $500 for that because he had a few lines.
Oh,
he wasn't just a background actor. So
he wasn't just a day player.
Right. He was there for at least 2 hours, at least. You know. Anyway, so we cut to Willow, who is now at the Sumer's residence. She's at the front door with her luggage, and she's knocking on the door. No one's answering. So then she goes around to the back. Knocks on the door. Nobody answers. So she just goes in. And I'm like, why didn't you just go in the front fucking door? Like, bitch never locks her house up, so why'd you walk all the way around to the back to do the same thing you could have done from the front? But anyway, I digress. She goes on in, and she's yelling. She's like, Buffy.
And also,
yeah.
I kind of wondered this at the time. Like, she used to live there, like, full time. Like, she's got a key, right?
No, I'm telling you, there's no keys needed for Buffy's house. Never in the history of this show have they ever locked their doors, ever. No show.
Okay.
There are no television shows in which doors are ever locked. Ever. people just come and go all the fucking time, and I'm like,
that's
okay.
Look,
they could live in like South Central LA, doors wide open.
Look, fucking McLeod had an elevator that went right into his home.
Not to mention the door, not to mention the fucking skylight door. I mean, he had 3 entrances and never locked any of them. And there were literally people actively trying to decapitate him. But he's like, no, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
So yeah, she's walking through the house. No one's there. It's kind of dark. No one's there. So she's like, hey, nobody's here. Might be a good time to rub one out. So she, no. Okay.
Nah.
All right. So she heads up to what used to be her room, and Buffy has claimed it, apparently. Buffy has now taken over Mom Summer's old room. Remember, Willow's only been gone for 2 days. And Buffy has already kicked her the fuck out of Joyce's room.
Okay, in fairness, when Buffy came back from the dead, she should have gotten Joyce's room by default right away.
Well, I thought that at first too, but I was like, well, but it's Tara and Willow, 2 people. They need a bigger room, for 2 people. That's why they got to keep that room. I'm sure that's why Buffy was like, fine. She's like, listen, that bitch is dead now, so even if Willow comes back, she's only a 1 person, so she's going to the fucking shit shack. And so Buffy now has Mom Summer's room, and you can even tell a little bit that Willow's like, this fucking bitch. Like, my fucking girlfriend got murdered, and she fucking took my goddamn room.
And Willow's like, I can't fucking have anything.
You start seeing the purple veins. They start coming back across her face, and she's like, I knew. Now I know why Giles said I needed to come back. I needed to see that this bitch took my fucking room. This hoe.
This shitbag slut.
Right. And then the closet door creaks open really, really slowly. And Giles goes, told you, they fucking hate you. And then closes the door. And Willow's like, motherfucker.
God damn it.
And then she glances over at Buffy's planner, which Buffy and planner don't seem to reconcile in my brain, but
no,
for some reason she has a planner now, and she sees contact information for literally everyone. There's contact information in there for her enemies, but nothing for Willow. Like, she's like, there's one in there where she's like, the master punk motherfucker, 812-446,
right.
It's got his number.
But then it's like, it's X'd out, and next to it says dust.
Staked. Yeah.
Right.
And then you see fingers on the ledge of the window, and fucking Giles pops up and goes, do you need any more proof? They fucking hate you, boy.
Fucking hate you.
And he's gone again.
Right. And also, I don't know if you in the contact info of her planner, she's got Oz's phone number and address. She's known where that motherfucker's been this entire time.
With a heart. And she's like, and underneath it in parentheses, it's like, pretty well hung.
Okay.
And Willow's like, I'm a lesbian, but that still makes me mad. Like, what the fuck? And then I'll move on, but at the very bottom of that page, she's like, OMG, love this bigger room. And Willow's just like, that's it. Everybody's gonna die. But yeah, that just kind of deepens her fear that Like, they have moved on without me, and they don't like me. And I'm like, but, okay. Just really quick, James.
Mm-hmm.
How do I explain? Okay. She arrives back in Sunnydale. And what are you doing? Are you painting yourself?
I'm scratching my back.
Is that even a back scratcher?
Does it matter?
Is that like a paint stirrer?
Hey, is it currently scratching my back?
Why don't you actually invest in a back scratcher?
Because I've got this laying around.
Okay. Anyway, so Willow arrives back in Sunnydale on the plane, and she's expecting them to be there. I mean, am I being correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so she expects them to be there to greet her, and she's kind of let down when they don't.
Right.
Then why this trope of they don't like me?
I don't know.
Like, she expected them to be there, so she's like, I don't know I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know. Like, this is why it sucks to be a former drug user, because my brain doesn't work as well as it used to. Okay. She's expecting them to be there, so therefore there's some kind of back and forth there, of which, like, you don't expect people to show up to pick you up if they hate you.
So I think what they're trying to convey is that, yes, Willow was disappointed when she didn't see them there to greet her, because it's twofold. It's twofold for Willow. Like, she is very worried that they're not gonna accept her back into the fold and want her around. But of course, there's still that hope that maybe they will. So even though on one hand she's like, oh, what if they don't take me back? On the other hand, there's the hope that they will. So when there's no one there to greet her, she's disappointed, because that's putting more weight in the hand that's saying, oh yeah, they hate me.
No, but I'm saying there had to be some type of conveyance that, hey, my plane is arriving on this day at this time. Why don't you all pick me up?
Oh, okay, I get, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
right.
And then when she's like, well, they're not even here. Well, but the fact that there was a conveyance of knowledge there and a plan made, shouldn't that tell you that, well, they're accepting me this much?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird to me. Because you don't just arrive in a city, or even if it is your city you're from, on a random day at a random time and just be like, and start looking around like, wonder who's here to pick me up.
Right.
If no communication, if there hasn't,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So the presumption is that obviously they talk to someone to know.
She's expecting them. They are expecting her, because Xander has even made a fucking sign, and yet I don't know. They're playing it as though nobody knows anything about anybody.
Right.
It's weird to me. I don't know. Willow hears a door close in the house, so she goes running downstairs to investigate, but it's nothing. It was just, I don't know, a ghost. Oh, I bet it was the demon dick stuck in the wall. He farted.
No, Buffy killed him, remember?
No, you can't kill a demon dick stuck in a wall.
Yes, you can.
No, he's there forever.
No.
As a poltergeist. As a dick poltergeist. He's a dick poltergeist. Yep, that's it. That's all. So then Buffy, Xander, and Dawn get home, and we kind of replay the steps that Willow has made, except now we're doing it from their perspective, like we did earlier. And they're all like, well, when she landed in Chicago, maybe she, disembarked there and And Dawn is like, yeah, she could have got a flight to anywhere from there. And I'm like, okay, 15-year-old, how the fuck would... Shut up. Like, don't... Just stop talking. Just stop. You have no more dialogue. You hear me? Look at me. 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 I'm the dialogue now. Because...
Look at me. Look at me. I'm your script now.
Right, because...
And I don't say anything.
In all of these episodes thus far... I'm not liking the way they're giving Dawn all of this dialogue, and they're making her all like high and mighty and know-it-all. And I'm like, no. Just last season alone, you were a moron, and you still are. So shut your mouth forever, and preferably die, honestly, from the show. So Willow gives up and. Oh, they're all kind of talking shit about Willow, by the way. You know, when they're like, well, she could have got a flight to anywhere from Chicago, and maybe she is still bad, and she's, you know, heading back here, and she's going to skull fuck all of us, and you know, we're screwed. And Buffy's like, I can accept that. And I'm like, can you? Like, really? Like, you think Giles is that fucking stupid? Anyway... Willow gets emo, so she paints her fingernails black and then curls up on the couch and goes to sleep. And Buffy, Xander, and Dawn, they make their way into the living room where Willow has, and they all sit on the couch, thus killing Willow. Because I'm like, okay, invisible. What is happening here? We never get this is not just simple invisibility.
No, and that's the thing, and that's. So even though my synopsis, like, you know,
and mine
gave away the ghost, it turns out that she didn't just make herself invisible. She has somehow managed to put herself on like a slightly different interdimensional plane.
Okay.
Is what's explained later.
Well, that's the only explanation, because otherwise it's like, well, if they're just invisible to each other, like right now Xander's sitting on her face.
Right.
Dawn is sitting on her like stomach, and Buffy broke both of her legs. So anyway, Anyway, yeah, that's good enough for that scene. Who cares? No, that was pretty much it. The next morning, Willow wakes up and still is in a house of nothingness. So I wanted to know if you caught this, James.
Mm-hmm.
She gets up and she goes over to the phone, and she picks up the phone and she just pushes one button, and she waits a second. And she's like, yes, I'd like to speak with Rupert Giles, please. And blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, possibly that was speed dial. That Buffy has him in speed dial. But also, my biggest thing is, wow, that's an expensive call in the early 2000s. You're just going to call England from Buffy's phone? Wow.
Right.
That's like a $20 phone call.
Not to mention, isn't England like an 8-hour time difference?
Yeah, so it was probably... Let's see, are they ahead or are they behind us, though?
Good point. I really don't know.
I don't either. I think they're ahead of us. No? Fuck, I don't know. But yes, there is a vast difference in time. And she's like, oh, that's right, he has a meeting all day with the council. And I'm like, what? The count? Huh? The council? When did he rejoin the Watchers Council? Did I forget something?
Yeah, last I think it was last season when they, or was it the season before, when they came and they were threatening to close the magic box, and Buffy was like, no, she made them reinstate Giles.
Oh yeah, that was 2 seasons ago. But I had forgotten because that thread went nowhere. Like literally nothing happened, you know? Okay.
Yeah, that was season 5 because it was Glory.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But that just took me aback, and I was like, Watchers Council meeting, and she's like, no, I understand. He can't be reached there, and I'm like, can't he? He has a fucking cell phone, you know. Like she can't just call 555 Giles and be like, bitch, like, Watcher Council meeting, really? What do you guys? An all-day meeting about what? That Buffy hates all of you? Like, meeting adjourned. You know, Buffy still does not like us. Meeting adjourned.
A meeting about what? That Buffy hates you and there's nothing you can do about it because your other Slayer is in jail? Fuck off.
Right. Fuck off. Meeting adjourned. You guys are gonna go play cricket, aren't you? You bunch of fags. So she fucks off. By the way, she's still wearing the same goddamn clothes. And so she's had them fucks on for like over 24 hours. She leaves the house and heads to she arrives at the outside of the magic box, or the remains thereof. And Anya's coming out, and she's like, Anya, and Anya's like, oh, whoa, hell to the nah. And you know, of course, Willow's like, no, I'm good Willow again. I'm not bad Willow. And Anya's like, not sure there's a difference. Anyway, they kind of talk it out. You know, Willow's like, I'm so sorry for literally destroying your life and your livelihood. The one thing you were really good at in life, and I shit on it. And I could probably fix all of this with magic, but I'm not even going to offer. And Anya's like, kind of wish you would. Anya basically fills her in on everything that's been going on with everybody. And Willow's like, where the fuck are all of them? And she's like, well, you know, Xander's doing the construction at the new high school, so he's probably there because he likes to get an early start. And
then suddenly it makes sense why Xander's never at work, because he starts working at like 5 a.m. and he's done by the time everything's going on at like 10 a.m.
I think he starts at like 3 a.m, and then, but he's the only one there. Well, it's funny what you're about to say of what you just said from about what he's about to say in this scene. So Willow fucks off, leaves Anya sitting there with her little box of destroyed goods, offering no. I mean, she made no offer of any. She's all like, I want to help in any way I can, except I don't really want to help. And she's like, okay, well, you're a fucking cunt. So she gets to the construction site, and she goes down a little ladder down into a little pit there. And all of a sudden she walks up to something and she's like, and it's a dead body. The boy from earlier, who has been skinned just as she skinned Warren. So really you would think it would make her a little moist, frankly.
Wow.
But she gets totally wigged out by it.
At the very least, it'd make her a little nostalgic for her murder.
Yeah, be like, wow, is that what it looked like? That's pretty sweet, honestly. So then we kind of the scene kind of shifts, and it's Buffy and Xander standing in the same spot at the same time, and Xander's like, yeah, I found it first thing this morning, so I gave the crew the day off and called you. And I'm like, the crew? So hundreds of people you called and was like, listen guys, we're going to take a day off. The multi-million-dollar school project, fuck it, go out and have a burger. And I'm like, call Buffy, why? Now what are you guys going to do with the corpse? Now what? Because they're just standing there looking at it.
Right.
And they're not like hiding it or covering it with some, maybe throwing a little debris on it or something. No, they're just like looking at it. And I'm like, all it would take would be for like one cop to just walk by that little thing and just kind of glance over and be like, whoa, what the fuck?
The hell is going on down there?
Yeah, like, I don't know. But I'm like, okay, you called Buffy, she's coming. Like, couldn't you have just called the police and been like, whoa, and then went to Buffy's and been like, dude, at the construction site this morning, I found a skinned fucking body. Like, did she need to see it? Is there some reason she needed to see it? Like, did she have to taste it? Like, hang on. Oh, this was about 7 hours ago. This was done. It's like, because she's just standing there looking at it. Couldn't he have took a picture and been like, hey, look, I found this today. I don't get it, because it's not like she has like this network connect where she can like call in her Wetworks team to come in and disappear this fucking body. Like, what are they going to do now? They're going to have to like cut it up and put it into separate bags and carry it to different dumpsters around town and not be seen. Like, anyway, I don't know. Shit like that drives me crazy. You know that. But so, once again, they're shitting on Willow, and they're like, this has got to be Willow. This is totally Willow. Because this is what she did to Warren. Therefore, for the rest of time, if we ever find any bodies that are skinned, it's Willow.
It's Willow.
Because that's her only way of killing, you see. Which, by the way, if Willow had that power, all the fights she got into during that episode, why didn't she just be like, skinned, dead?
She was saving the worst for Warren.
Oh, okay. So anyway, that stuff happens. And then we cut to inside the school. Willow's walking the halls, and what's going on there, James? Other than the fire.
Shit. So I'm confused. I don't know if everyone is just like ignoring her, or if they can't see her.
Like, is she invisible to the whole world except for Anya, because Anya's a demon?
Right. So I'm presuming that the only people that can't see her are Buffy, Xander, and
her friends, yeah. Now, see, I thought you were going to go somewhere different with this when you said, I'm confused. I thought you were going to say, is everyone in town just allowed to go inside this school and walk around?
And that's the second part that's the second point I was going to make. She's just, like, able to waltz into Sunnydale High, like...
Yep. A known murderess, I might add.
Yes! Yeah, right. Like...
They're like, hey, isn't that chick that fucking killed that guy and like fucking just cut all his skin and shit off?
To be fair, that's probably not widely known.
No, I'm only kidding, but I'm just saying, like, she's yet another person just walks into the school and does whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. So she ends up in the basement. Why? Your guess is as good as mine.
There's only one door that we saw in the first episode, and it says no access, locked, and then I think it says basement. But right. she must have brought her lock-picking kit with her.
Right. Where am I? And she, of course, she runs into Spike, who is down there acting all batshit crazy, and he's talking to her about the dead body, but at the same time, he's also talking to someone or something else there in the room that Willow can't see, and the scene shifts again, and we see that he's also simultaneously talking to Buffy and Xander, who have also made their way into the school basement.
Who are not interested in helping this poor crazy bastard, but when they need something from him, they go down there and harass him, and she's all like, Spike, can you just be normal for a second and answer my question? I don't know. That just bugs me. I'm just saying.
Right. But of course, Buffy and Xander are confused because he's carrying on this conversation with Willow, who they can't see, so it just seems like he's incoherently babbling to himself. And Spike susses out that they can't see each other and that Willow's probably responsible for it. And Buffy and Xander, of course, take this to mean that Spike knows about Willow, and they then start to suspect that she may also have something to do with him being batshit crazy.
But again, no help. Just Buffy's like, you know what? Let's get out of here because this really creeps me out.
Right. So then we cut to Anya's apartment, and Willow shows up and wants help trying to track down the demon that skinned that guy. And so they perform a little locator spell to find all the demons in Sunnydale. And,
which I would have thought that, because I was waiting when they sprinkled the stuff and then it was supposed to illuminate wherever there was a demon. I was like, this whole thing is just going to look like the surface of the sun.
Right.
But there was not that much, and I'm like,
right.
I don't know.
So there's a cave on the outside of town lights up, and for some reason that's where they presume this demon is.
Yeah, it's a hell of a leap.
And Willow wants Anya to teleport to the cave, and Anya tells her that she can't because she's only allowed to teleport now for vengeance reasons. That one of her punishments for undoing her spell on Ronnie last week is that now she can't just teleport whenever she wants. It has to be specifically for vengeance reasons.
Right. Let's not forget the part. My favorite part of this whole scene is when they go to do the locator spell. Anya's like, "It's not going to hurt the carpet, right?" And Willow's like, "No, of course not." And then it catches fire and burns a big hole in her carpet. And Willow is so fucking doesn't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, Anya constantly gets treated like shit by everyone.
Yeah, and she deserves it. That's why Xander left her at the altar.
Wow. Okay.
There, I said it.
Wow. Now, what did Anya do to... Show me where Anya touched you.
No, I'm just being a dick. No, you're right. They consistently treat Anya like...
garbage.
Yeah, so... like, honestly, even if Xander hadn't left her at the altar, like, there's... She would have every reason to, like, go back to being a vengeance demon just by how everyone else treats her.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, listen, you redheaded cunt. This is an apartment that I am renting. This is going to cost me my fucking security deposit. So, add that to the tab of destroying my fucking shop. You owe me some fucking cash. So you better use those fucking witch skills to witch your ass inside of a fucking bank and witch me some fucking cash. And then punches her in the fucking throat. Just saying.
Yeah. So, we cut to the, so Willow decides to walk to the cave herself. And we cut back to the Summers house, and Dawn is searching for demons that skin people on the laptop, and
what website is she at, James?
Demonsdemons.org.
No. Remember, I coined this in season 1, actually. It was, tell me whatever I need to know for the plotline.com.
Yeah. I like demons.org better, though.
That's stupid.
You're stupid.
You're not wrong.
No, that's not nice.
Isn't it, though?
Be nice.
Hey, I just said that the idea was you made it a personal attack on me.
I did. That was uncalled for. I should be better.
You should hurt yourself.
So, and Buffy thinks it's a waste of time, but Dawn miraculously right away finds a very specific demon called a gnarl that paralyzes people and with its nails, and then strips the skin from their body and drinks its blood. So where do we go from there, Jeremy?
Well, the other thing,
yes,
it paralyzes them but does not kill them, and then it takes, and she says it takes hours to strip piece after piece off of these people's body and eat it, and then drink up all their blood. So this is a pretty nasty little fuckhead,
right?
But
how long can it really take? Because they found that kid at the construction site the next morning, so that's what, 10 hours maybe?
Yeah, because, let's be honest. We're going to see him partially eat some of Willow, and I'm like, those are some really small strips. Like, bro, I was like, you're going to need to speed up because daylight's a coming, and I want to come home.
Right.
Okay. I don't know what that
Mr.
meant.
Tally me banana.
Okay.
That's the song. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me wanna go home. What?
Don't ever do that again. So. Oh, shit. You lost your ear thing.
No, I took it out.
Where did you... Oh, you left me off at... Okay, and drinking their blood. So, realizing that they need to search... That the way to... Listen, we're having another ridiculous leap here of knowledge, but they're like, hey, I know how we can find... this place. We need to search for the scent of blood. And I'm like, what? The scent of blood has got to be all over that entire fucking, every square inch of that fucking town that's full of vampires. But, okay, I'll go with it. So they recruit Spike, who they're going to use as a bloodhound, to follow a scent of blood. Okay. A bloodhound, you say, smell this, this piece of shirt. Okay, now go find that scent. But they just get Spike and they're like, hey, blood, smell, take us there. And he's like, okay, I know the exact place you want to go.
Right.
And he leads them there. Although, at one point, Xander does say something funny. He's like, we should have put a leash on him. And Buffy's like, yeah, let's attach ourselves to the psychotic vampire.
Yeah.
And they get there, and he's like, there you go, end of the line. That's what you wanted. And they look, and it's just like a rocky kind of big hill. And they're like, that's not it. That's nothing. And Xander's like, you're useless. And then Xander, or Spike, he's like, there's a fucking cave underneath it. And Xander's like, oh. And then Spike's like, I'm crazy. What's his fucking excuse? Yeah. And I'm like, he's dumb. He's really fucking dumb. He has been since the first episode of this show. So, those three, the three being, Dawn, which, again, why is Buffy involving Dawn in all of this all of a sudden?
I
Okay,
don't know.
okay, fair enough. So, well, I guess they are the only three Scoobies anymore, Buffy, Xander, and Dawn. So they go to head into the cave. The cave, which Willow is already inside, because she has arrived there earlier. And she's investigating. And then the Gnarl starts, doing his from the shadows taunting. I'm like, can't you just follow the voice? She'd be like, oh, he's clearly like 10 feet to my left here. But for some reason, doesn't work. So, she's all like, no, you can't be mean to me. And he's like, but I can, I'm Gnarl. this we cut.
I can't, I'm Gnarl.
Click, 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 click. He's such an... Anyway, we'll talk about him shortly. I get really strong, great value Gollum vibes from this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Save a lot, Smeagol.
Yeah.
So... Oh, yeah. So then we cut, same scene, but now it's from Buffy and the Scooby's kind of perspective, and they're in there, and all of a sudden he goes and runs by and slashes Dawn, and you're like, oh, that bitch is dead. But no, it's just one of his little nail scratches, and she's like, oh, I'm paralyzed, oh no, and Buffy's like, oh, we gotta get her out of here. I'm like, why? She's just paralyzed. Like, kill the fucking thing. Just kill the goddamn thing. You're there, fucking kill it. But for some reason, Buffy comes up with the idea that, oh, we have to get out of here, and we need to drag paralyzed Dawn, who, by the way, is bigger than both of us. We need to drag her home, which they do. And Buffy's like, we'll come back for him later. We'll just lock him in for now. So as they leave, they just pile up rocks at the entrance, of which Willow's like, yo, what the fuck? Now I can't get out of here. Who would even do that? And then Gnarl's like, your friends fucked you, they did.
And then Giles comes out from a rock further in the cave, and he's like, I bloody well told you, Willow, Gnarl's right. They fucked you, they did. They left you to die.
They don't like you. Cheerio, pip pip. And then he just fucks off. He's like, so then he's taunting Willow now, and about, her friends don't care. They've left her here to die. He's gonna fuck her right in the eye. I don't know. Because he's like all sing-songy and rhymey and shit, and it's really kind of stupid. And then all of a sudden he comes out of the dark and scratches her abdomen also, and paralyzes her. And she is now helpless to fend off this okay, I can't even go there because he's so gross and stupid. But he starts to cut off little slivers of her and eat them, little bitty slivers. I'm like, this is gonna take a while. Like, fuck, they're like little, like a quarter of a Slim Jim at a time. I'm like, Jesus, this is gonna be forever. Meanwhile, Buffy and Xander carry fucking mannequin Dawn home and put her in the house, and and they're like, we'll get you and that fucking stir. They're like, we'll get Anya to come over and stay with her, because Xander's like, she might vomit, and I'm like, wait, why would she vomit? So so they call Anya. And Anya comes over. And then she finds out that it's really funny because they can pose Dawn in different positions, and she'll like hold that position. And which, the first thing they would have done is like made her do the double birds, or done like, oh no, never mind, she's 17. Never mind. You know what I mean? Done stupid stuff. So okay. So then they kind of start putting it all together, because Anya says that she had seen Willow, and Willow was looking for them, and blah, 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 blah. So they're like, what? Willow, what? So she's in the cave, what? And they all go, including Anya.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing is said, but they're just like, you know what? Fuck Dawn. Just leave her here.
Well, they do say, they're like, because Anya clearly knows about the gnarl demon, so Buffy's like, you know about this demon? And Anya's basically like, yeah. And she's like, then you're coming with. And it's like, well, the whole point of Anya being here in the first place was so that Dawn isn't paralyzed alone, and now you're just throwing that out the window.
And what was it that Anya knew about the demon? Fuck its eyes up and it'll die.
Yeah.
So Anya could have just said, no, I don't need to go. You just go after its eyes. That's how you kill it. I'll stay here with Dawn.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So, Gnarl is continuing to eat Willow, literally. And, by the way, when they were leaving the house, what the fuck did she stick in Dawn's hand? Was that a remote control?
Yeah.
Okay, that she can't even use because she's paralyzed. Okay, whatever. She could have at least turned the fucking thing on and been like, "Hey, you got a preferred channel?" No. Anyway, they get there. Anya, of course, immediately sees Willow, but the other three are like, "What are you talking about? She's not there." And then Willow's like, "What are you talking about? They're not there." And it's like, this is a funny gag. And then Buffy and Gnarl start fighting, and Anya's kind of giving Willow the play-by-play, and she's like, "Oh shit, she just punched him right in the dick." and Willow's like, "Good, because he's eating some of my stomach, fucking dickhead." And so finally, just kind of out of nowhere, like it's just this back and forth dumb fight. It's like a nothing burger fight, and then all of a sudden Buffy just grabs him by the head and jams her thumbs into his eyes, and that like instantly kills him. He's just like, "Oh!"
Right, because
wow.
right before that is when Anya finally is like, his eyes, go for his eyes.
Yeah, she couldn't have just said that, like right. I said, like way earlier.
Right.
And Buffy could have been like, "Oh, that's going to be super fucking simple fight then. Like, I'm not even going to bother punching at him. I'm just going to go right for his eyes."
Right.
Like, this is going to last for like 2 seconds. Because he won't even block it. Once I get his head in my he'll just go, "Ah!"
Right. And honestly, he wouldn't even be expecting it. Like, you could go to Three Stooges, that bastard, and how's he going to know?
He wouldn't even do this. He wouldn't even do that.
Because he would just be... "Ah!" Right, because he would just be so shocked that, like, you just waltzed into his home and immediately went for the eye poke. He wouldn't even know what to do.
Yeah. So he dies, of course. And literally, because she doesn't jam, like, she doesn't have to, like, cram her thumbs, like, way up into his eye sockets. It's just like she pushed him in a little bit. It was like his off buttons. She was just like, and he was like, "Oh!" And he died. And I was like, that seems like a really... that's an Achilles heel. Like if he was jogging down the road and like a rock flew up and hit him in the... He'd be like, "Arr!" And just dead, you know? I don't know. Seems kind of weak to me. So yeah, he's definitely great value fucking Gollum, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what they were going for with... like the way he acted and talked and kind of the way he looked, although... I don't know what they were really going for with his looks. It's like a mishmash of weird, like a bunch of leftover prosthetics there. The director was just like, "Yeah, just put them all on him. Just put everything on him."
It was all like part Gollum, part Dobby.
Yeah, and like he had the witch nose, like the old school, like out and but then down, and then there was like a big fucking wart on it, and I was like, "What are we doing here?" Anyway, so yeah, he's dead, and the paralysis ends. We cut to Dawn, who briefly goes, "Whoa!" as, like, why would that happen? But so she's back, and Willow's back, and then this flickering magic stuff happens, and then Willow can see them, and they can see her. And she's like, "Oh, I thought you guys abandoned me." And Buffy's like, "Wow, bitch, do you really think that lowly of us? You know what, Xander, let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck this bitch." And they leave her there to die. No, but Anya's like, she's hurt really bad, guys. Like, really super bad. I'm going to go get help. And I'm like, is she hurt that badly? Like, she had like 2 or 3 really small little strips of skin. Like, at worst, she's at like a level 3 of pain, roughly. Like, you know, about 1,000 milligrams of acetaminophen would knock that out pretty easily. But anyway, the next morning they're back at home. Buffy goes into Willow's room. Willow's meditating, and she's like, "So that's kind of weird. Never seen that before." And Willow's like, "Yeah, it's something Giles taught me, man." And she's like smoking. Dude, this is something Giles taught me, man. He's like, "Listen, everything is connected through the earth, man." And then Buffy takes it, and she takes a hit, and she's like, "Right, yeah, man, everything's connected, bro." And they just have like a pothead moment, and she's like, "But also I'm using the magic and the connection with the earth to heal myself." I'm like, you weren't hurt that bad. It was light abrasions at most. Like, what the fuck? And then Buffy's like, "Well, I've got plenty of strength to give away." And she sits with her and gives her hands. And she's like, "Will that help? Well, can you take some of my power to heal yourself faster?" And Willow's like, "Fuck yeah, Slayer bitch." And they do, and that's the episode. Thank God. Credits.
I don't have any behind the scenes or trivia this week. Our music, Douglas Raymain with On the Mend and our original score. He appears to be our new series composer this season. Jeremy, would you like to play? Yes, very good. 2. Next time, wait till I finish asking. Okay.
This is how much I want to get through this episode. Oh my God.
Jeremy, will you please tell me and our audience on our sliding scale of 1 to 5, how many gnarl demons do you give this episode?
Actually, if I'm being fair, 0. Can we go 0 or we have to go 1? Okay, 1. It's just, I hate everything about it. It was stupid. It didn't advance anything. Like, okay, Willow's back. But that could have been done last week. It could be done next week. It could be done in so many better ways. Nothing about everything you heard me bring up during our going over this. There's so many plot holes, so many stupid fucking tropes, bad everything. It's one of those episodes, dude, that is like, what was it, Pieces of Me or whatever, the Angel episode with the hands and the,
yeah,
dude, it's just fucking stupid. It's okay, delete it from your memory. Does it change anything?
No, it doesn't. Yeah,
totally stupid and useless. The villain was stupid and useless. The whole, I don't know, the whole invisible to each other thing to me was just kind of cheesy and silly. There really wasn't anything redeeming about this episode other than maybe, okay, it established that Willow is back. But again, like I said, that could be done in a million different ways very easily. So, I'm sorry, but it's a 1. It's a swing. I would say, it's a filler episode. It's not even as good as a filler episode. It is just a giant, wet fart, is what it is. Like, if you didn't bring extra underwear, you are screwed for the rest of the day, kind of thing. It's just dumb. It's totally unnecessary. James, on our sliding scale of 1 to 5, how many great value golems do you give this episode, and why?
I give this 4 great value golems. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was about to shit myself.
The look on your face.
I was like, no, we got some shit to talk about.
Nah, dude, this is a 1. Straight up a 1. This is a filler episode in the worst sense of a filler episode. And not only... Because most of the time, filler episodes aren't good. Like,
right, but they're not usually a 1.
Yeah, they're usually not this bad. And also, you don't typically use a filler episode to bring back one of your main characters into the fold of the other characters.
And as the 3rd episode of the new season.
And not, yes, exactly. Not only that, but you don't make your 3rd episode of your season a filler episode. Like, come on. This is literally like this is episode 6 or 7 type shit. You know?
Like this is close to, okay, we're gonna have we're gonna have episodes 10, 11, and 12 before our mid-season break. Those are really gonna ramp up to some shit. So episode 9 could just be a filler,
right?
You know,
right? So,
but no, they're like episode 3. We listen. We are so out of ideas already.
Right. And again, the fact that this is how they chose to bring Willow like back into the fold of the group, like, come on, like,
by making her look stupid and utterly helpless.
Right.
You know.
So, and like at least like give her some sort of badass, like they did with Giles last season. Like he was gone for a handful of episodes, and then they brought him back in a badass way in an important episode. Like, at least to have the decency to do that with Willow. He has a fucking
trench coat on, and he's naked, and he's just like, look at this. No. Oh, okay. No. Euro. Sorry, it must have been the Euro minutes.
But at least have the decency to do that with what your other, like one of your other main 3 characters, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a 1. This is Jane Espenson, you can do so much better than this. We know you can. Like,
yeah, that's why when I heard, because I didn't know who wrote it when you said that, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what? Did she set about? You know what? This is like one of those things where you're in school and you kept ignoring the project until the night before, and you're like, fuck.
Right.
And you're like, oh, fuck. And you just have to knock it out, like all of it the night before.
You know what? And, you know what? True story. I did that one year, and I had a book report due, and it was supposed to be on a book that we read. I ended up doing the book report, including like with a little shoebox diorama of Batman '89. like we were talking, I was in like grade school, and then like at the end of the class, the teacher, like when class was over, she called me up to her desk and she's like, what was this actually based on a book? And I kid you not, I was like, yeah, I read the novelization of the movie.
Oh, Batman '89. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. There probably was a novelization of the movie.
Sure, there was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, I read the novelization of the movie, and she was like, all right.
She's like, all right, I don't believe you, but this is the '80s, and I don't care. So. I don't care about my job or your future. Okay, so we're done talking about it. Thank God.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Yeah. So we do now. I forget.
I don't know.
I don't know where to go from here. James.
Yeah.
Did you know BuffyRevisited.com is our domain name?
I think I had heard something about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, cool.
And that's all.
If you go there, can you like find links to shit?
Yeah, it has links to shit, and which, by the way, I've finally gotten rid of the links to the Facebook and to the merch store off of the weekly thing and the site. Yeah, so that's all gone. But yeah, our email, links to the YouTube account, anything else that's relevant, BuffyRevisited.com or BuffyRevisited@gmail.com.
Nice.
And that's all.
That's it. Okay. Bye.
Bye. James, anything you have left to say to wrap up this horrible, horrible episode?
No, just like we are not off to a good start this season.
Well, I mean, we can only deal with the material we are given.
No. I don't mean us. I mean this season. Like the season of Buffy is not off to a good start.
I never was a big fan of this season, so
yeah.
I'm not saying it was a bad season. This season never was in my top, list of seasons. So it's an okay season, but it's as we have discovered with pretty much every season of this show, there are some really high highs, and there are some really low lows.
Oh yeah.
So it just is what it is.
Yep.
And
what are we doing next week, Jeremy?
Well, next week we're going to be taking a look at season 7, episode 4. Help.
Help. 'Cause I need somebody. Help.
Somebody
help.
But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next week, because this week can fuck off. But yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. We will see you next week for episode 4, Help. Until then, I've been one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
I'm your other host, James.
Ta-ta.